these damn noises. Wednesday morning, the last day of May, and it is, well, the truck is saying it's 57 degrees. It was 58 on the official thermometer at my house. We are going to end the month of May with only one 80-degree day. This is the coldest May that I can ever remember. Our total rainfall is only about 2¼ inches for the month. So that's one of the driest Mays that I can remember. I'd have to go back and look at my records for that. This is just crazy weather. Cloudy today. It is, the sun is supposed to come out, so I've got some spraying to do this morning as long as the wind stays down, and then I'm going to hook on to the soybean drill and try to start planting some soybeans this afternoon. I've just been a bit scared of planting some soybeans with this cool weather, and you know, if we get a bunch of rain on top of the soybeans after they're planted, they're not coming up. I see my neighbor did replant some soybeans last week. He had planted them probably 3 weeks ago, and that's what happened. Cold weather, rain on top, and over half of the soybeans didn't come up, so he replanted last week. So that's what the day is going to consist of. Before we can do anything, we've got to have some fuel. Breakfast sandwich from my favorite deli, sausage, egg, and cheese. Yum. Good stuff. Okay, winds almost 7 miles an hour out of the north. I can deal with that. So I'm going to spray. As you can see there, 57.6 degrees. That's still a bit chilly. Spraying this tank, I'm going to put the water hose in this tank and let it run, so I don't have to wait as long when I come back to fill up again. It takes about 30 minutes with the water hose to fill this tank. I can hook the pump to this and fill in about 5 to 10 minutes, so I'll let the water hose run in there while I'm spraying that. Looks like the government has hacked into my tractor today and they are controlling it. Yep, that's the government for you. Okay, maybe I need to explain what that light is there. That is because of government regulations, emissions control. This tractor does not have DEF. Instead, it has this, I guess what it's called, a regen process. Some special type of filter on there that it recirculates the exhaust gases. It does this every couple 100 hours. You're not supposed to cut the tractor off when it starts this process. As I said, I don't understand it all, but it is a government regulation that costs everybody lots of money because of these requirements. Oh my berries. I actually have to do a little bit of work today. I have to do the actual steering of the tractor. Yeah, my knee knocker box is still in my planting tractor since I still have soybeans to plant. So yep, I am manually turning a steering wheel today. The horror. Let me show you something here. This right here is what we are fighting now. This is called mare's tail. Some people call it horseweed. But yeah, this has become resistant to glyphosate. This is a weed that gets probably, oh, it'll get 4 feet tall, I guess. Just one stem on it shoots up 4 feet tall. So I sprayed this probably a month ago with some 2,4-D. So I got the first flush of this horseweed. So now I am putting, you saw Glory, I think is what I was dumping in the tank. It's has metribuzin in it. I'm told that will get rid of this horseweed. So we're gonna give it a shot. But yeah, it just loves glyphosate. The more glyphosate you put on it, the larger it grows. So that is a problem for us that we need to get rid of. Horseweed or mare's tail, M-A-R-E-S-T-A-I-L. I know between my Southern Maryland accent and my head congestion from the cold I had over the weekend, you probably can't understand me, but that's what we're fighting here. I am going to plant some enlist beans here to help fight this mare's tail problem. Enlist beans allow you to spray 2,4-D over top of the soybeans once they come up, and it won't kill the soybeans. So instead of Roundup Ready beans where you can spray the Roundup or the glyphosate over the soybeans, these are called Enlist. So hopefully I can control the mare's tail. And I've got probably about 40 acres, 50 acres here that I've just had a problem with it for the last 2 years, I guess. So let's see if we can get rid of this. While we're talking about weeds, let me show you another one here. This is dogbane right here. This used to be a problem for us about 10 years ago, but glyphosate actually solved this problem. So right now we've just got it here on the edge of the field, just kind of creeping out a little bit, but I'll spray it. It'll die back. So yeah, dogbane. I don't have any pigweed out here to show you, but pigweed is resistant to atrazine. Red root pigweed. Say that 10 times real fast. Red root pigweed. I can't even say it once. So I often wonder, how did these weeds get their name? You know, they're named after animals. Some of them are anyway. Horseweed, pigweed, dogbane. Did the dog go out and shit in the field in one particular place and a weed pop up? So the farmer said, hey, that's dogbane. I don't know. Tell me if you know how these weeds got named these animal names. I don't know of a pussy weed. Oh no, you're right. Hey, there's a pussy willow. Not sure of a cow weed. Is there an ass weed? Well, let me know in the comments. What other weeds are named after animals, and how did these animal weeds get their names? Inquiry minds would like to know. Gotta move to a different field. Deer running across the road. So I guess I'm already behind the 8-ball. I don't even have the soybeans planted yet, and the deer are already in the field looking for them. So these soybeans will not have a chance once they are planted. You dummy. You forgot to turn the pump back on, so you were not spraying anything. Pay attention to what you're doing, or you're gonna get fired. Okay, engage the pump. Pressure, good. There we go. Now we are putting something out there. That's not the first time I have done that either. I usually disengage the pump when I'm switching fields just because of the ditches that I have to cross and the strain that it'll put on that PTO shaft. And then when I get in the next field and start going, I just forget to engage the pump sometimes. Unfortunately, this does not have a buzzer on it, so it doesn't tell me that. But that's okay, because sometimes all of these noises and these buzzers can get pretty annoying, and you spend 8 or 10 hours in this machine listening to all these noises. By the end of the day, you've had enough of these different beeps and sounds, and then your telephone is making sounds and beeps, and it's like, wait a minute, I just want some peace and quiet here. I was watching a farm video a couple nights ago, and the person was in a, what were they? Oh, I think they were in a combine with auto steer, and then you've got the combine making a noise when you're close enough to the grain cart, and you get to the end and it's making a noise to alert you, and you engage the auto steer, it's making another noise, and oh my god. Yeah, this technology is great, and it does save us some headaches, but then there are other days you just want to throw all the damn noises, just like now. So I'm going around the field, so each time I cross the path, it's making a noise. What are these called? First world problems? There are poor little kids starving in Africa, and I'm concerned about my auto steer and all of the noises I'm making here. Yeah, okay. So I want to say thank you, T-Jet, for not putting an alarm on here. Although I'm sure their newer monitors have alarms on them that are constantly buzzing and beeping on you and telling you stuff you don't really need to know. Okay, so since I am manually steering here, if I get off a couple of inches here, see it beeps. Now when I get to close to the end, there you go, one beep. And it's going to beep again. And if I had auto steer, when I hit the button to engage the auto steer, it would beep again. And it doesn't help on these short rows that, you know, I'm only going less than a minute getting to the end and it starts beeping again. So I guess if I had longer rows, I wouldn't mind all of these noises as much. And I've got a squeaky seat as well. All these damn noises. See it, but in that cornfield, oh, that was a high jump. There's a deer in that backfield where that corn is planted, so the corn is up. They've got something to eat and nibble on out there. All right, empty tank. Let's go back and fill up again. Now the deer is over in the corner of this field, walking into the trees. Maybe it will eat this horseweed. Up there it goes across the road. It's just kind of hanging out, not in a hurry. Maybe it'll come out here and eat this horseweed that I just sprayed, and maybe the chemicals will cause it to get sick and die. Yes, die, deer, die.